Um, and I was quite down at times. I missed out on a lot of home life. Work just took over, and I felt so busy that I didn't have time to change it, and I felt quite trapped. And I was just thinking, I'm going to give up. What's the point in this? I could go and get a job and then work, have an end of the day and a night off. If I hadn't met AVN, I would have given up and got myself employed. With AVN, I've been able to increase my turnover by 130% since joining. I'm working less evenings and weekends. I'm able to plan a proper holiday, which is coming up very soon, where I'm planning to have some, proper time off, which I've not managed to before. And where I would have scored myself on sort of general happiness and satisfaction, I'd probably have said a 6, and now I would say it's 10 out of 10.
Mate, thank you very much for joining me today, and tell us a little bit about your experience with AVN. Just give us a little bit of background then. I mean, what were things like before, you kind of started having help from AVN?
So before AVN, I was really searching for something to help me because I just felt so overwhelmed and trapped in the sort of daily slog. And I knew there must be a better way. And I remember seeing an AVN logo on another accountant's website. So I sort of clicked on that and ended up signing up for a masterclass. In my business and personal life, I was sort of very stressed and time pressured and unconfident. I worked really long hours. I didn't feel valued, and I often did a lot more work than was required for clients at no extra cost, because so I was sort of on an hourly basis, and I was just at my sort of maximum. I didn't have any more hours to give to anybody, including family. So I suppose that's why it gets to me. So it was just me, and I had 15 clients, and I worked evenings, weekends. I missed out on a lot of time with my family, and they'd end up doing things without me. So I think that's why it's sort of quite difficult to talk about, really. So, and that's when I spoke to you and went on the masterclass. And I knew AVN was exactly what I needed. I felt very inspired after the masterclass, and it was a real light at the end of the tunnel, with friendly, supportive people, and I feel like they really lift you up and question any doubts you have, and can help you realize your full potential to sort of help yourself. And I think that's key, is that people have got to, obviously you're offering everything, but it's that person who's individually got to step up and do what they've got to do. And but everything is there for you. And if there's anything that you think is too much, then you help break it down into smaller steps, so it is achievable as long as you sort of are willing to push yourself. So I know exactly AVN is what I needed and still do need. I feel that it's the best thing for me, and I'd wish I'd joined sooner. So so since joining AVN, I've become a stronger, more confident person. I can help clients feel that same way in their decision making. So a lot of clients, actually, they're not accountants, obviously, but in their own job they're getting the similar sort of pains and problems that we do. So it's really nice to, I can be that person to them, because I've had that advice, I can pass it on. And so that has helped so many of my clients, so that's made me feel like I've got so much more value to add. So this year I took more money out of the business, so my husband could work. He's not been out to work as much. He's been working on our house, and he's been able to pick up our son, after school. So he's had more time with him. So that is just like amazing, isn't it, that I can sort of support him like that. And I feel like I've only scratched the surface with what's available at AVN. Just recently in December, I did the goal setting workshop with Kerry, and then after that decided, actually looking at the goals, I need somebody else. So that's why we've got this new team member starting just at beginning of next month. And then that's tying in with me being able to have some proper time off and a proper holiday. And I think once they're fully on board, with our team, then I'll be able to really be flying. And I sort of think this year is going to be an amazing one, because it will free me up to do the things I want to do, so with the business. So it'd be great, and great for clients, of course. And then I'd describe the support I get as absolutely spot on for what I need. I think it's just because it's made such a difference. That's why I get, and I'm a very emotional person, and it's just made such a difference to me, my clients, family.
One of the things that's really important to me is that we are here for you every step of the way. We're here to hold your hand, to support you, to encourage you, to pick you up, etc. And I hope, and it sounds like that's the kind of support that you've been having. So I think that's fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely. So I would describe the support that I get absolutely spot on what I need. I've had issues with a client, and it all, as it does, it fell on a bank holiday, and I'd sort of having nightmares. I think I was dreaming my teeth were falling out. Kind of that lack of control over things. And I woke up worrying, and put, how shall I deal with this? What's my reaction going to be? And I thought, right, I know I'm going to get up and I'm going to email Jenny, because then I can say, right, I know on Tuesday morning Jenny will be in, she'll give me the answer, and then I can just, as soon as I press send on that email, I can just enjoy my weekend, So that was just worth so much, isn't it? Just be able to go, I can talk to somebody else that's going to point me in the right direction and help me decide what to do with this, so that was amazing. Another thing that Jenny's helped me do, she helped me sort of build a package of services for one of my bigger clients, where I was doing a lot for them, and a lot of time and effort was going into their sort of work on a daily basis, really. And I was really worried about sort of going to them with this new package, because I thought, oh gosh, what if they say no, and then what happens? But Jenny helped me increase their fee by 103%, and they said yes to it. And so that, it's amazing. I think if someone had similar blocks in their mind about joining AVN, to mine, I'll go through what mine were, and it might sort of resonate with people. My initial blocks in joining AVN were confidence. I was thinking, it all looks great, but who's going to listen to me? My clients don't need or want this. Will they listen to me? And I realized you need to push yourself, or you're just going to keep getting the same results. Everyone feels a lack of confidence in new things. And I've learned that confidence is giving things a try and not being put off by failure, because you just learn from it. And it's all part of a more interesting journey. My confidence has improved dramatically since joining. My other issue that I had with, questioning, do I join AVN, is I thought, I don't have enough time to do these things. These all look great, but when am I going to fit it in? And I came to the conclusion, I don't have the time not to do this. If I need to do I'd like those results now, so I need to start now, otherwise this is never going to happen. There's things you can do to sort of free up time. The last thing that I was thinking, obviously worried about, was the money. Obviously there's AVN membership, I was thinking I can't afford this right now. But then I was thinking, would I employ a team member who could help me increase my turnover? And that increase from before I started to now would be sort of like 240% from the day that I rang up to sort of say, who are you, kind of thing, how can you help me? So you would pay somebody, you'd employ someone to be on your team to give you that income, wouldn't you? Because that's that help, isn't it? Who could help you not work weekends and evenings? Would you pay someone to help you not do that?
What would you say to other accountants watching this video right now who might be thinking about AVN?
Don't waste any more time. Join.